Hello. Okay, good evening, everyone. So let's wait for a few minutes until other attendees can also join. So till then, we'll just wait so that another people also can join. Okay. Hey guys, so okay everyone, so let's start this session. Hope my screen is visible, right? So
Yes, it's visible.
okay. So yesterday we have gone through basic introduction of AI and ML and Python, installation of Jupyter Notebook and Python on Windows, right? And we have seen the basic syntax of Python. Uh, Naveen sir has explained how to install the Python and Jupyter Notebook, right? So how many of you have tried that? How many of you have tried executing that in Jupyter? How many of you have tried downloading Python and Jupyter Notebook and try to execute some code in Python?
Raise the
Can
hand. Who has right?
so you can answer that in the poll. You can answer the question in the poll that is visible to you. If yes, you can select the option yes. Did you install Python and Jupyter Notebook following yesterday's class? Okay. Okay. So I think most of the people have tried downloading. If no, please try to download it because in upcoming days we'll deal with the projects, right? So everything we are going to do in Python and Jupyter Notebook. So it's very important to download Python and Jupyter Notebook so that you can try those projects, whatever we are explaining those projects. So that you can try in that practically by yourself. That's the main aim of our class. It's not just listening session. It's not one like it's not from one side. Even you should try to do the things practically by yourself. Okay. So if anyone whoever has not installed Python, so please do install because we'll build projects that too with hands-on sessions in the upcoming days. Okay. So now today we'll discuss. Yesterday we have just discussed the introduction to AI and ML and the applications. So now today we'll discuss the variables, data types. 1 minute. So today we are going to discuss variables, data types, lists, tuples, dictionaries, and sets. So these are different type of data types, and you need to hear these things because we'll also use this in our codes to build our projects. So it's very important to hear these things like carefully. So what are variables? Okay. So what are they and how to use them? So what are variables are like label boxes that store data in programs. Okay. So in programs, to get any output, suppose if you want to add two numbers. So to get the output, we need to provide the data to the program, right? If we want to perform any function, we need to provide the data to the program. So there are different types of data types. So if you want to, so there are different types of data types. So if you want to name those data, so that is what called as variable. So I can just give you an example like is my paint screen is visible to you all?
Yeah, it's visible.
So we'll take an example. Okay, I'm having two boxes. So we are having similar boxes of same size and shape. Okay. So now I'm having two numbers with me. I'm having two numbers with me. Suppose take 2 and 3. So I'm having two numbers. So I want to hide these two numbers in these two boxes. So I'm having 2 and 3 numbers, right? So I'm hiding one number in this box. So let's say I'm hiding 2 in this box. Now I'm hiding 3 in this box. Now I'll leave from here. I'll leave from here. The next day, if I want, next day or after 2-3 days, if I want to come back to this, now I want to remove 3 from one of the box. But I don't know in which box where I have stored 3 because the boxes are similar. If I come back also, if you can see, The boxes are of similar size and shape. Now I only want 2. I don't want 3. Now I want to remove 3. So, but how can I identify in which box the 3 is present? Because we have 2 similar boxes, right? So that's the reason we use variables. What is variable is we are going to name these boxes, okay? So if I name this box, suppose we have this box, right? So now I'll name this box as, so now I'll name this box, consider we'll name it as A, okay? So we'll name this box as A. We'll name this box as A. Now I'll name this box as B. Okay, now I name this box. Now I know in A box, the number 2 is present. In box B, the number 3 is present. So now even if I come after 2-3 days back, now I know if I want to remove 3, I want to remove 3 that I've hidden before in this box. If I want to remove, I can easily identify that it is in a box B. Why? Just because we have named the boxes with a name. So I've named this box with A and this box with B. So this is similar to this. So one minute. Just a second. So this is similar to this. So variables are what? So they are like labeled boxes. We have labeled the boxes with some name so that we are storing the data in that. So there I've stored 2 and 3 in those boxes, right? So we are storing the data in those boxes. So now Python is completely object oriented and not statically typed. What does object oriented mean? So what does object oriented mean? So Python, it will deal everything in terms of real life objects. Okay. So it will deal everything in terms of real life objects where everything in this world is treated as object, right? So Python is completely object oriented programming and it is not statically typed. This means what? So in other programming languages, in statically typed programming languages, like example Java. So if you want to declare a variable in Java, we will name it separately. We'll name the data type with the variable. Like if I want to store integer in one variable, so I'll just declare it as int of x. If I have variable x, I want to store integer data in variable x. So in few languages like Java, that is statically typed languages, what we do is we'll describe the data type also with the variable. But Python is not like that. So it is not statically typed, which means what? We need not to declare variables along with their data types. Okay. So in Python, we need not to declare variables along with their data types. So Python is dynamically typed. So it is not statically typed. It is dynamically typed, which means variables can hold values of any type. So variables, they can hold values of any type and their types can change during execution. So the data type that can be changed during the execution. Okay. Now, my string. So if I want to declare variable, I cannot declare in this way. Why? Because there is a space. So we cannot declare a variable in Python with space. Okay, with space or gap, we cannot declare a variable with space or gap in Python. Now I want to declare a variable my string, but I want to declare so that it will show separation between variable, so that it will show separation between words. So now I actually want to show separation between the words because I'm confused. So in that case, you can use underscore or else you can just capital this S here. Okay, so this is the correct way of declaring the variable. Okay, and when declaring variables, you shouldn't use numbers. Okay, I can use letters like x is equal to something I can declare in x, but I cannot use numbers and I cannot use unique values like star, hashtag, dollar sign. So these things I cannot use as variable names and I cannot use numbers for variable names. Okay, so this is an example. So this is an example. My string is equal to Python. So if I want to print my string, so I'm using an underscore so that it is showing the separation between my and string, because few people can't understand if the words are mixed up, right? So I can use underscore in it. Okay. So if I do this print my string, if I execute this line print my string, so what would be the output? It's very easy. You can type it on chat box. What would be the output? Everyone type it on chat box. This answer is very easy when output will be Python, because we are storing a string in the variable name myString. So what is this data type is, which is in inverted commas, this is string data type that I'm storing in myString variable name called myString, and I'm printing myString. So the output will be this string Python. Okay. So now data types, coming to the data types. Python, it offers a variety of built-in data types to represent different kinds of information. Okay, so if I want to represent some information, okay, now I want to say some information. If I want to represent some information, the information will have data in it, right? It will have some amount, not the information is data itself, right? So with the help of this data, we can convey some information. But the data, if I say, like example, if I say this sentence, so this is the day 2 of AIML class. Okay, this is the day 2 of AIML class. So I'm representing some information when I'm saying something. So to convey some information, I'm using different data types in this sentence. I've used day 2 in the sense number. I'm using strings or words. In Python, we say string and Python, not words. We are
Hello.
using numbers.
The slide is not moving. Yeah. Okay now.
1 minute.
There is slide slow.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry for the disturbance. So if I want to convey some information, I'm using different data types, like it might be numbers, strings, characters, words. So in Python, we are using different data types to represent some information. So what is data type? So it determines what values it can hold, what operations can be performed on it. Take example, so different data types in Python are integer, that can hold integer values like numbers 1 2 3 so on, and string that can store words, characters like single letter words, boolean that is true or false. So different data type of a variable, if I'm giving a name to a variable, it holds different data types. So integer can hold numbers, string data type can hold words, letters, character can hold characters. So based on the data type of variable, we can perform few actions. Suppose if I'm having a variable integer, in that I'm storing integer values. If it is integer variable, I can perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, right? So based on the data type of a variable, we can perform different operations. For Boolean, we cannot perform. It's not that it depends on data types what operations to be performed. I cannot perform subtraction on a Boolean data type, right? If it is an integer data type, that means numbers, then only I can perform few operations. So few operations are limited to the data types of a based on data types of a variable. Okay, so here are the data types that are actually built-in data types in Python. So we'll go through different data types in today's class. Okay, so we have different data types like lists, tuples, set, dictionaries. Okay, I'll explain these things, everything detailed in the upcoming slides. So list, so ordered in the sense in a like sequence, particular sequence. They are in a sequence, proper sequence. Mutable means list is ordered in a proper sequence. We'll have a list. Mutable means we can change the items in the list. Collection means sequence, like collection, group of items. Okay, so this is the example of list, tuple. So you don't worry, in the upcoming slides we'll discuss in a detailed way. Okay, so now coming with the list. Okay, so list, I hope everyone is understanding. So now coming to the list. So list, it is a dynamic data type. So this is available in Python. So what is list used for? It is used for storing multiple items in a single variable. So I can store different multiple items. I don't want to store, if I have many items to be stored, I can't declare everything for everything separately. I can't declare the variables, right? So I want to store those all variables in one particular variable. So in that case, I'll be using list, so that it will reduces the memory space. Because for one value, if I go on declaring the multiple variables, then there will be a problem in memory, because it will occupy large space. But so if I want to store multiple items in a single variable, then I'll be using list. So the elements are stored in list as comma. So we are going to separate the elements in the list using commas between a square brackets. So I'm going to use square brackets with the index to access a specific element. So I'll just show you the syntax. So this is the syntax of the list. How can we declare a list? So we'll give the list name, variable name, with the square brackets. If I want to store this, I'll use a square brackets and the values that I want to store. So now I want to store value 1, value 2, value 3. So all these values will be enclosed in the closed brackets, closed square brackets. So list will be using only square brackets. Okay. So here I have given the example. So list, my list name is, variable name is X. My list name is X. So I'm storing. Another thing is, list can, most important feature of list is it can store elements of different data types. It's not that it will only store the integers. It's not that it will only store the strings. The thing is, it can store the elements of different data types. So I've stored integer, 10, 11, string. I've stored my name. I've stored character also. I've also stored float. What is float? Which the number that is represented in points. Decimal point numbers are called as floats. Okay, float. So this is what the most important feature of list. So we are using square brackets with index. What is index? Now I want to take an element. I want to take this element from the list. Okay. Now how can I access this element? With the help of index, we are going to access these elements. All these elements we are going to access with the help of list. So index. So for the first element, I'll name the index value is 0. For the second element, the index value will be 1. For the third element, the index value will be 2, 3, 4, and so on. Can also come from backward side also. If I want to access from backward side, this element, I'll use -1. This I'll use -2, -3, -4, -5. Okay, so these are indexes. Why do we use indexes? So that we can access a specific element. Okay. Elements in a list have specific sequence. So everything they are in order. Okay, they have specific sequence, just like items in a shopping list. Okay, so just like items in a shopping list, we'll be having a sequence order of the items in the shopping list, right? So in the same way, elements in a list have specific sequence or order. Mutable. What did I say? What does mutable means? We can change the content of a list. Okay. Okay, you can change the content of a list after it's created. So I've created the list. I can even change the content of a list. So you can add or modify elements within the list. I can add the element into the list. I can modify the elements within the list. And list can hold the elements of heterogeneous. This is the properties of the list, that is ordered, mutable, heterogeneous. So these can hold elements of different data types. So it can hold the elements of numbers, strings, booleans, and even it can store another list also. We call it as nested list. So it can store different data types, and it can also store list within a list. Okay, so indexing starts from 0. The first element will have index 0. The second element has index 1, and so on. Okay. I want to give a poll. So I want to ask you a question. Just answer this question. What do you think the output of this question will be? So we have declared a list. I've added few numbers into that. So I want to print the list of element 0. Okay, wow, great. Everyone is answering correct answer. I know it's a very simple question. Yeah. So yeah, it's correct answer. That is 19.5. Why 19.5? Because that is at index 2. Okay. Okay, let's continue with the PPT. Now, what are the methods, different list methods? Append of element. So if I want to add an element into the list, I'll use this function known as append in and braces element. So what does this do? Adds an element to the end of the list. This will not add in the position where you want, but it will add the element to the end of the list. So this will add the element to the end of the list. But no, I only want to add the element only at specific position. No, only I want to add the element only at the specific index. In that case, you are going to use insert index comma element. What is this index? So at which index you want to add the element, that is known as index. So you're going to give the index and what is the element that you want to add into that. So that is the function we use, insert function. We use the insert function to add an element at a specific index. So remove. Now I don't want some value in my list. I don't want this Java. Why do we need Java if I only studying Python? So I don't want to remove, I want to remove this Java. So in that case, I'm going to use this function remove value. What value I want to remove? I want to remove Java. So I'll give the value as Java. I'm going to use this function remove. So this removes the first occurrence. So the values, maybe there are different values. So this in this list, we are only having one particular element Java, but there may be few lists. We'll be having repeated values of elements, right? So in that case, it will only remove the first occurrence of that specified value. Okay. Next, pop index. So I want to remove some element. Okay. So I'll give the index and I'll use the function pop. Removes. It not only removes and it returns the element. What is present in that element, it returns the element at a specific index or the last element by default. Okay. So this is the example we are using. So list is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Python Java. So I'm using these functions. So if I want to append pushpa, I'm using the list.append, list.insert. For inserting this mad at the second index, it comes here if I add, and I'll remove Java. So I'll use list.remove and list.pop 3. What does this mean? So at 0, 1, 2, 3, this 4 will be removed because at the third index, 4 is there. So this will be removed and it will display 4 in the output window. Okay. Now coming to the tuple. So tuple, this is also a data type, that is inbuilt data type in the, this is also inbuilt data type in Python. So these are used for heterogeneous data types. Okay. So this is similar to list. So it can hold elements of different data types. Okay. It will hold numbers, strings, boolean, and even it can store tuples inside a tuple if you want to. That is what called as nested tuple. I want to store tuple inside another tuple. So that's what it will. It is a heterogeneous. It is heterogeneous data types. These are used for heterogeneous data types, and these are immutable. Unlike list, we can change the data and we can change the elements in the list. It's not like that in tuple. So the tuples, unlike list, tuples are unchangeable after creation. So we cannot add, remove, or modify elements within a tuple. And ordered. So they are in a ordered. You can access elements by their position. Elements in a tuple, they maintain a specific sequence. So if you want to access elements, their position, so the elements will be in ordered position. So in the list, we have used square brackets. But in tuples, we are going to use parentheses and the elements are separated with commas. And once created, if I once create the tuple, so they cannot be updated. So, and these are simpler, more efficient in terms of memory use. So tuples are more efficient in terms of memory use. So when we want to make temporary variables, we prefer tuples over lists. So because they are having efficient initialization of memory. So this is an example of tuple. So I'm using parenthesis. I'm having the elements 3, 5. Okay, so this tuple contains 2 integers. So you can also create a tuple with single element. So I can also create the tuple with single element, but I need to insert a comma after the tuple, after the element, so that we should know that it is, so that it should be in the form of tuple. So that we should know that it's a tuple. Okay. Now example I'm showing here colors. So this is one tuple, red, green, blue. I'm showing I'm storing different colors in this tuple, which named colors. So if I want to print color, the output will be red, green, blue. Whatever the tuple is there, it will print as it is, because I'm printing the tuple. Okay. Now I'm declaring another variable c count. So colors dot count red. So what does this function mean? It will count how many, if the value I'm giving here is red. So it will count how many reds are there in this tuple. There is only one red. So that's the reason output is 1. Index of color. If I give the index, I'm taking a variable name index of color, and I'm writing a function colors dot index green. So I'm going to find out the index of green. What is the index of green? Actually here it is 0, 1. So what does it return? So index of color, it will return 1. Okay, now sets. Now coming with sets. So what are sets in Python? So a set is an unordered collection of unique elements. So it is a collection of unique elements. This means the sets do not allow duplicate values. So it has unique elements, it doesn't allow duplicate values, and they're mutable. We can change the elements of the sets. So you can add or remove the elements from them. Okay. So these sets are enclosed in curly braces with the elements separated by commas. So it can only, so now here when you look at this example, I have a set named unique words, hello world, Python, Python. So there is another duplicate word Python. So it is repeated one. So as I said, sets only stores unique elements. Duplicate values are not allowed, right? So it will ignore this Python. So you can also convert an existing iterable. So if I have list or tuple, now I already have a list or tuple, it is having some values. Okay. Now I want to change this list or tuple into a set, so that I want to remove the duplicate values. So in that case, this will remove duplicates automatically. How can I do that? So I'll just write set, and in brackets I'll write my list, whatever the list I'm having. So suppose I'm having my list as 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm giving set of my list, the list name of my list. So in that case, it will create a set with only unique values. It will remove the duplicate values. So use the add element method to add a new element. So if I want to add a new element, I'm going to use add of element. If I want to remove the element, I'm going to use the remove element method to remove a specific element. If I want to discard some element in my set, I'm going to use the function discard brackets element, so that it will remove an element from the set. Now we have dictionaries. Okay. So this is also another data structure or data type of Python. So dictionaries, it's not like that. It won't store a particular element. It's not like that. It will store it will store an element with the key and value method. Okay. So it will store an element. It will store a data with the key value pairs. So it is not unordered. It's not arranged in a specific sequence. So we can't access them by index. So it's because it's not arranged in a specific sequence, so you cannot access them by index. But if I want to access this dictionary, if I want to access this Alice, how I'm going to access this Alice? I'm just using the dictionary name with the key. So this is the example of dictionary. Named person, the dictionary name is person. So it is having key value, key value, key value. Key is name, value is Alice. So it is describing the details of a person, age, 30, hobbies, reading, coding. So this is a list. So if I want to access Alice, so what I'm going to give, how I'm going to access this Alice, just I'm going to use print. I'm going to give the dictionary name with the key value, with the key. Whatever the value is present in that key, I'm going to use that one. So if I want to access Alice, I'm going to print person and the key person, that is dictionary name and the key. So now this will print Alice in the output. If I do print person, then it will print whole this dictionary. Okay, so dictionary is mutable, so you can modify dictionaries after creation. So now I create a dictionary. I want to add some value into that. So obviously you can, because dictionary is mutable. Okay, so you can add, remove, or change key value pairs. Okay, so dictionaries, they store data using key value pairs. So each key, this key, it acts like a unique identifier. So for this value is identified, Alice is identified by her name. So key acts like a unique identifier for its associated values. So they are enclosed in curly braces. You need to remember, because everything we are learning at a time. So you shouldn't use square brackets for dictionary. It's not like that. You should use curly braces with key value braces that are separated by commas. So keys and values can be of any data type. Numbers, so you can store in it, these key values can be of any data type. See here, we are giving the value in form of list. So you can store it in, so the key and values can be of any data type: numbers, strings, lists, or even dictionaries. I can also give dictionary to the value for one particular key. So the keys must be mutable. So okay, the keys can be changeable. Okay, so now I'll request Naveen sir to give the practical session. Just now we have discussed theory of how it works. What is actually dictionary? What is list, tuple? So now Naveen sir will give you the practical session in the Jupyter notebook. He'll run the codes. Okay. So I'll request Naveen sir to give the practical session for the continuation.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. How are you all? I hope all of you fine. Now we're getting into the Jupyter notebook.
Guys, this is a hands-on session. So everything should be practical. Whatever the Naveen sir is saying, you need to follow that. Then only you can understand the things. Then only you can do the things by yourself. Okay. So I hope everyone has downloaded Jupyter notebook, right? So just follow the Naveen sir, whatever he's saying.
Sarvari, could you please close your screen sharing? Stop yours.
Pardon? Sorry.
Could you please stop your screen sharing?
Okay.
Hello everyone. Is it visible to everyone? Is it visible?
It's visible.
Thank you. Please turn on your mics. Talk to me. I think it's
Actually,
interactive
that
session.
option is not there for attendees. So they can
Okay.
answer in chat box if they want to answer anything.
Okay. Just answer to Q&A. They have so many questions there. Okay. Sarori ma'am already told about a list. List. We are store more values in the list. We are used once we should try to list code, we have to use square brackets. Okay. Here I'm writing a movies. Movies is the variable name. Okay. It's a variable. Movies equal to the KGF, RRR, the Avengers, Loki. Print movies. I will run it. One thing I will told you here, when you write a code in the Jupyter Lab, here you want to run any code, there is an option, Shift Enter, Shift plus Enter, and it's automatically run. Okay. Yeah. It's visible. What it is coming? KGF, RRR, the Avengers, Loki. Okay. This is the basic list code. And there is a there is an option to us. If we want to add any other movies or we want any other data in the list, there is an option. Uh, Movies dot append. Append means we should add another data. Okay. Here I can write name Puspa. The name of Puspa. I will run it once. And at last, it's added. KGF, RRR, the Avengers, Loki, Puspa. Okay. We use append, add new data, a new add number also. Okay. Yeah. Here we can add one list to we can add two lists in the uh, data. Movie dot extend. Extend means we have two list names. We have movies, we have old movies. We should add both of in single list. That's why we should add the extend option. From the three ones. KGF, RRR, the Avengers, Loki, Spa, Winman, Custody, Europaxa. We should add both list to use extend function. Okay. There is an insert. Actually, we have an index server. Ma'am already told about. We have in list. We have an index. For KGF, index value is 0. For RR, index value is 1. For the Avengers, index value is 2. For Loki, index value is 3. Okay, we can use the insert at a particular location to add our data. Should use to is index value. Data is mat. Movie name is mat. Should add here after triple R. Mat is added. Check here. After triple R, there is no mat. The Avenger only there. Should use it insert value. Will three after after will add mat. Okay. There is a remove option. If you want to remove the data, it's, it's unnecessary thing in our data. Then we have remove option there. Used to remove the things. Yeah. Here we check there is a custody and name of custody. Here there is no name of custody. Okay. Yeah. There is an option. You should use index value to delete the option, delete the data. Pop means delete the index value based on index value. Here this is 4 is index value. What is the delete of 4 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The Avengers is deleted. Yeah. This is pop. It is deleted and check here. The Avengers is deleted. We are using pop to index number to delete the data. Okay. And you can check the index value. Dot index method. What is the mat index value? Mat index value is 2. So we check the post index value. The post index value is 5. Okay. We check the KGF is 0. I already told about. Actually, in our Python, everything starts from n minus 1. Okay. I told about that in future classes. We'll check about Loki. The index value of Loki is 4. Okay. This is slicing. We 0 to 4 values you should want. You want 0 to 4. Actually, here we did not get a fourth value because here we hit n minus 1. That's why we should not get the fourth value. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. We take this 0. Reverse means it's also printed reverse. Yeah, take it here. Reverse come to first, and memo is come to second thing, and one is come to third. First is fourth. The reverse method used to reverse data is reverse. The copy method used to copy. Just copy only. Clear means all clear. Data was clear. No data is there. Okay. This is the basic of list. We'll share the whole methods of list in LMS. Let's check it. Yeah. One thing I told you, list is the mutable. What we should do here, we can change the list data values. We can add the data. We can delete the data. We can uh, get the index values also. When we come to the when we come to the tuple, we can't do anything else here. There is only two options: the dat count of the data and the index values only is there. That's only the tuple is immutable. Okay? And ordered. It is mutable, ordered, and allow duplicate values. Yeah, this is the colors. Color is equal to red, green, blue. Okay, creating a tuple. In tuple, we should create a bracket, normal brackets. Okay, for list we should create a square bracket. In tuple, should create a normal brackets. Color is gray, red, green, blue. The red count is 1. We'll check the green. Count how many reds is there, how many blues is there. Wait, I will explain. There is a red. There are two reds here. Okay. We'll check the counts. Yeah, it's showing two. Actually, we have two reds. That's why count of the reds is 2. I'll add another green. I'll add blue. It's giving it 2. I'll add another blue. Wait. The blue of the count is 3. It's getting 3. Yeah. In double we have only two options is there. Index already told about that. The index value of green. 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll check the blue. Together. Yeah, blue. Should not consider these values. What was get first one, it's considered this value only. We will check the red. Getting 0 because it's red index value is 0. Okay. It is slicing 0 to 1. Getting actually we are here we are writing 0 to 2, but we did not get the so just the value. It's getting only 0 to 1 only. Okay. Actually here is the two blues, but we getting only one blue. This is the basic data types of two data types: list and tuple. List is mutable, ordered, and duplicate values, and also set is immutable, ordered, allow duplicate values. Duplicate values means sequence data. Like here, we have two reds, we have two blues, like it. Okay, It is the duplicate values. And we will show certain dictionaries. And certain dictionary is the like a list only. There is only few names is changed for list. We should add one thing for append only. And come to the sets. Here is the add option. Here we are writing fruits of in list. We should write a flower brackets. We use for creating a list. Fruits is variable name equal to flower bracket apple, banana, orange, grapes. All the grape fruits. I'm running here. Then, apple, banana, grape, orange. Okay. And we want to add another fruit. Here is the option add. Okay. When we come to the list, there is a append. When we come to the set, there is an add option. Okay. It's added. Actually, it's added some anywhere. Some it's added randomly. See in the when we had it in list, set at last, set it in at last. We come to the set, it's a unordered. Okay, that's why it's getting added anywhere. Mm. Uh, Here we can follow match two sets dot update berries equal to strawberry, blueberry, raspberry. We had to add two sets like here fruits dot update. Fruits equal to this variable name dot update. We should write here the name of the berries. We can get the in match to all those fruit names: apple, banana, blueberry, grape, kiwi, orange, raspberry, strawberry. Okay. Here there is a remove option. Also, I told about that. It's look like a set. Okay. Remove using the name. Remove the blueberry. Remove the tape. Remove. Okay. Yeah. Here also a pop option. Pop option means select one thing. It's random. Randomly choose the pop option. Sometimes it's delete another thing. Okay. Here is union means it's not allowed duplicate values. Okay. Uh, Collaborate. Actually, set A equal to 1, 2, 3. Set B equal to 3, 4, 3. 3, 4, 5. Okay. The common value is 3. But we can result equal to set A dot union set B. Actually, we have three threes here, but we did not get the one. We get only 1, 3 because set is not allowed duplicate values. Okay. Interest. Interaction set B. Common values is there. A difference in what is difference? What is the difference between two sets? Here at 1, 2 is different. 1, 2 and 4. Okay. And this true or false. Set C. Set C equal to 1, 2, 3. Result equal to set C. That is best that equal to. Let's check the 1, 2, 3 values is there. It's available there or not. If it's available, it's getting true. It's not available, it's getting false. Like another C. In set C, in set A, I'll let us get called to set A. In set A, we have 1, 2, 3 values. Checking set C values is available in set A. If available, it's getting true. It's not about getting false. Okay. All right. Okay. It's also same. Yes. When we come to the dictionary, Python dictionary are unordered collection of key values, pair providing an efficient way to store and create a database on keys. Okay. Dictionaries are mutable and absolutely making them suitable for various applications in this article. We will explore Python dictionary methods and provide real-time examples for each. Actually, in dictionary, in the we have two. One is the two values. One is the key, and second one is the value. Okay. Yeah. Here I'm creating a dictionary. Fruits P equal to apples. We come to the apple rates is the 50 rupees here in Hyderabad. Okay. The banana rates is the 100 rupees per 12 bananas is equal to rates is 100 rupees. Orange equal per kg 75 rupees. Okay. Apple is the key. 50, 50 is the value. Okay. In the dictionary, there are two options: keys and value. Okay. The apple is the key. The value is the 50 and 100. Those are the values. Should separate the key and values using double dots. Run it here. Apple 50, apple 50, banana 100, orange 75. Here we can call it keys. What was keys in our dictionary? Which is key list equal to fruits p dot keys. We have apple, banana, orange. I'm already told about that. Those are keys. Apple and banana is the apple, banana, orange is the keys, and this is the values. Okay, and we call the values. Okay. Getting the value 50, 100, 75. Okay, this is the main working thing of the dictionary. Item list. Item list equal to fruits dot with item. Yeah. The thing we update displaying a list of all keywords that's in the dictionary as tuple. It's giving the brackets to item. Here we getting the using the key to getting the values. For apple, apple price is 50 rupees. Um, the banana price is 100 rupees. We using the get option to based on key, we getting the value. Okay, one is 100 rupees. Orange is 75 rupees. Okay, this is the main thing of this. Set default means nothing else. Add something in list. We should add something. We use the method of append. In tuple we not add. In set we add something. It's add use add method. In dictionary we add something. Set default. Okay. Kiwi price equal to fruits p dot set default kiwi and 20. Kiwi equal to key, 20 equal to value. Okay. Here it's added at last. Okay. This is the update also I told about. We have two dictionaries. You want to match those dictionaries. That's why you should add update. Okay. Apple T here it's not allowed duplicate value. That's why here we have apple, but it's getting only one apple 60 rupees. It's getting only okay. Sorry for one minute. Here we can update the values. Okay. This is the apple value is 50 rupees. and we can update is the 60 rupees. Still updated. We'll update it 100 rupees. The grape is 20 rupees. Okay, here it's updated. Pop item means it's automatically deleted. It's randomly deleted. Randomly choosing the item. It's randomly deleted. See, TV and these are removed. Apple and banana iron. This is the basic type of data types. I will share you the whole data PDFs and Word documents in LMS. Once check it. I hope everyone understands the. Sorry, voice is breaking now. Session was closed. I will explain later. I will explain tomorrow. Voice is breaking, I think. I will share YouTube links to reference link, watch it, and you can practice it. I have an assignment tomorrow. Create a dictionary using keys and values. I'll share you. Create a nested dictionary. Okay. Server is there. Okay.
Yeah, hello.
Shall we close the session?
Yeah. Okay,
Someone
everyone.
is asking in Hindi.
Okay, it's not, we cannot explain in regional languages, okay? Since everyone can understand one common language, global language, that is English, so we can only explain in English. So if you are finding difficulties in understanding, just try to understand the concepts, okay? So we are displaying the PPT, right? And even you can access the notes in the LMS. So everyone can access the notes in the LMS, and after completing this session also, you try your codes with yourself, okay? You try the codes in Jupyter notebook with yourself, and you can try different operations, whatever we have explained, and you can access the notes, whatever we are teaching. We are providing the notes in our LMS. I think everyone has joined the LMS, Edredo LMS, so you can have access to the notes, and assignments should be submitted on the time. Quizzes should be submitted on the time. Based on your performance, we'll provide the certifications, and the top performer will be rewarded at the end of this program. Okay, thank you. We'll continue this session tomorrow at same timing, 6
And
o'clock.
one thing, I will upload the quiz in the LMS. Please participate in the quiz.
Yeah, everyone try to participate the quiz in LMS. It's very important.
Yesterday we was getting error, facing some error. Today is okay. I'll upload it.
Okay. From today you can attend the quiz. So it's very important at how extent you learn the lessons from the class, right? So you need to attend the quiz. Based on your performance only will reward you at the end of this training, and everything is provided in LMS. Okay, thank you. We'll continue our class tomorrow at 6 p.m. Okay, I'm closing the session. If you have any questions, you can ask in the chat box.
We'll wait 5 minutes.
Okay, where can I access an LMS? So yesterday in group, we have provided the link and the YouTube link. How can you use LMS and how can you create your LMS? How can you create your account in Edredo? So just go through the messages, whatever posted in group. So there you can find how you can access. And in the LMS is nothing but it's an portal. It's an where you can access everything, materials, quiz, everything, and you can have access to it even if you want to learn later.
Some of members asking about attendance links. Is there any option? Attendance link you have?
Attendance link will be provided in the LMS itself.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So if any doubts, you can post now, or else we'll end the session. So LMS is nothing but it is the website or a portal, we can say, where we'll upload all our materials. You can access
Wait.
to it later also.
But sales element, I think they have access.
Yesterday in group, I think everyone are in WhatsApp group, right? So in the group, we have shared you the link of the LMS and how to log in. We have also shared you a YouTube video that will show the detailed explanation of how to create an account and how to join the courses. Okay, thank you. If you have any doubts, you can post, or else we'll just end the session. Okay, we are ending the session. We'll continue the class tomorrow.